So lying down on your back, we're going to bring our feet together and let our knees drop out to the sides. Place your right hand on your heart and your left hand on your lower abdomen. And we're going to focus on our breath. As you inhale, feel your belly rise, your rib cage, your chest, collarbone. Exhaling, collarbone falls, chest, ribs, lower abdomen. Inhale, belly rises, ribs rise, chest, collarbone. Exhale, collarbone, chest, rib cage, lower abdomen. Deep inhale, belly rises, ribs rise, chest, collarbone. Exhale, collarbone falling, chest, rib cage, lower abdomen. Try to bring your ujjayi breath, whisper sound at the back of your throat. Inhaling, belly rise, ribs, chest, collarbone. Exhale, collarbone falls, chest, rib cage, lower abdomen. Take a couple more breaths at your own pace. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling nose. Exhaling nose. Inhaling. Exhaling. On each breath, try to deepen the quality of your breath. Inhale, belly rise, ribs, chest, collarbone. Exhaling, rib cage, all the way down, lower abdomen. One more breath. Inhaling, belly rises, rib cage, chest, collarbone. Exhaling, collarbone falls, chest, rib cage, lower abdomen. Release your hands to your side. Bring your knees back to join to meet, and then step your feet about hip width apart. From here, we're going to stack our left ankle on our right knee and let your left knee fall to the side. From here, you can reach forwards, either taking hold of your pants. Maybe you can take hold of the back of your knee. Maybe you can reach forwards, take hold of the shin. But try to keep your shoulders completely relaxed and no strain in your head and neck. Your left foot is flexed, toes are coming towards your knee. And then see if you can gently start to bring that right knee a little bit closer towards your right shoulder. Keep that nice deep breath. Inhaling nose. Exhaling nose. So no strain or stress in our stretches today. Take each movement to maybe 60% of your maximum and try to hold it there with control. Release your right leg down. Release your left leg down. And we'll change sides. Right heel on left knee, ankle on the knee. Once again, reach forward with your hands. Now when you reach forwards, try to keep your lower back flat on the mat. And try to keep your shoulders flat on the mat. You might start off holding the pants. Take a breath here. Maybe the back of your knee. As you exhale, maybe you can reach forwards only if it's comfortable. Place your fingers in front of your shin. Again, check in tailbone. Lower back flat on the mat. Right toes are flexed. With your arms gently, you can start to pull your pants, the back of your knee, your shin. To bring that left knee a little bit closer towards your left shoulder. Deep, steady breath. Try to imagine that you're breathing down into that area where you're feeling tension. So maybe the outside of your right hip, your bum muscle. And as much as you can, try to focus on relaxing into that area. Each time you find a little bit more space, try to bring the knee a little bit closer towards your left shoulder. One more breath. Exhaling, release. Heels down on the mat. For a moment, we're going to stretch our legs long. Flex your feet so your toes are coming towards your shins. And then you're going to bring your right knee in towards your chest. Take hold of the knee and then gently start to bring that knee closer towards your right shoulder. Again, check in that your shoulders are relaxed. Your lower back is pressing down into the mat. Your rib cage, the back of your ribs, is flat on the mat. No tension in your head and neck. Releasing the right leg. And we'll change sides. The left knee in. And then hugging that left knee towards your left shoulder. Right leg is extended. Toes are flexed. And now as you exhale, relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Relax your back ribs down into the mat. Relax your lower back. Relax your tailbone down into the mat. Deep breath, inhaling through your nose. Exhaling nose. Release your left leg down. And then bring both heels in towards your bum for a moment. Keeping your shoulder blades flat on the mat. Extend your arms up. So arms are fully extended, fingertips pointing up towards the ceiling. We're going to hold here. Now, back ribs, shoulder blades flat on the mat. You're trying to keep your lower back flat on the mat as we start to raise our heels up off the mat. Coming to tabletop on our back. Now here you're going to start to feel your lower abdomen engage. Your lower back is going to want to go to that pelvic tilt or that posterior or anterior pelvic tilt. Your job is to keep pressing your lower back down into the mat and engage your core. Check in on your shoulder blades, flat on the mat. Check in on your back ribs, flat on the mat. Okay, from here, we're going to start to slowly lower our right arm down behind our back, arm extended. At the same time, extend your left leg forwards. See if you can touch the mat with your left heel, and then raise back. We'll change sides. The right leg extending, left arm reaching back. Touch the mat, back into our tabletop. Okay, we're going to do it a couple more times. Exhale to lower. Inhale up. Exhale to lower. Inhale up. Right arm, left leg, drops down. Inhale, left leg, right arm up. Exhale. Right arm, left leg, and inhale up. Going back and forth. Again, shoulder blades flat on the mat. Lower back flat on the mat. Abdomen engaged. Okay, this time we're going to come back to center and hold. And then hug your knees in towards your chest. From here, we're going to rock a little bit back and forth. Rock back and forth, rock all the way up to seated. And then we're going to come through over our knees. Extend your legs long back behind you. And then lower down flat onto your mat. Head down, tummy down, chest down. Bring your elbows in close to your sides. Spread your fingers wide apart. And then from here, we're going to slowly start to lift our chest up off the mat. Now here, abdomen is drawn in, so engage your lower abdomen. Press your hips down into the mat. And slowly start to curl your chest forward, trying to yank up with your neck. Now here, think about squeezing the shoulder blades together. And using back strength, start to curl your chest forwards and up. Stay still. Steady breath. Inhale, we'll try and lengthen a little bit more forwards. Exhaling, we're pressing down into our feet, pressing down into our hips. Squeeze your back muscles together. Inhale. Exhale. Elbows come towards each other. Actively squeezing the energy. Keep curling your chest forwards. And then slowly lower back down onto your mat. Rest your left cheek on the mat. Now we're going to bring our hands back so our hands are in line with our floating ribs. Once again, we're going to retract our shoulders and then start to slowly press into your hands. Curl your chest forwards. Now, upper back muscles strongly engage here. Squeeze your back muscles together. See if you can float your hands up off the mat. So hands are floating, elbows coming in towards your body. Keep squeezing the shoulders together. Slightly tuck your chin. Curl your chest more forwards. Tops of the feet pressing into the mat. Hips pressing into the mat. Lower abdomen. Exhaling, lowering down. Right cheek on the mat this time. Taking a moment here to rest. And then once again, we'll start in that cobra position. Hands in line to chest this time. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Imagine you're holding a tennis ball under your chin, chin's tucked. And then start to lift your elbows up. And then we're going to move our elbows. So our elbows are in line with our shoulders. Chin is tucked. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then imagine you're starting to press your elbows forwards as you lift your wrists up. Strong back here. Shoulders retracted down and back. Chin tucked to protect our neck. Keep curling the chest forwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering down. Place your hands under your chest. Press yourself up onto all fours. So here we have our knees under our hips and our hands are under our shoulders. We're going to spread our fingers wide apart here. And we're going to warm up our spine with some cat-cows. So inhaling slowly, start to lift your tailbone, drop your tummy, and then start to slowly bend your spine upwards as you squeeze your elbows forwards, squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift your chest, look up, and then we'll reverse that. Chin to chest, round your shoulders, elbow creases inner rotate towards each other. Slowly start to round through your whole spine and then tuck your tailbone. Let's try to move with our breath. Inhale slowly. Chest goes forwards, tailbone lifts. Elbow creases turn forwards. Exhaling. Chin tucks, round your shoulders, elbow creases rotate inwards, round upper spine, mid spine, lower spine, tuck your tailbone. Inhale. Opening the chest, opening the spine. Exhale, rounding, close, extend. One more time. Inhale, arch. Through your whole spine, lift your tailbone, squeeze your shoulder blades, elbow creases forwards. Exhale, rounding, chin to chest, shoulders, upper back, mid back, lower back. Tuck your tailbone, and then we'll release to neutral. So in neutral, we want to try and have a nice flat spine. Imagine that we've got tennis ball between our shoulder blades, and we don't want to roll off our back, so we have a nice neutral spine. From here, we're going to tuck our toes under, press back through your heels, engage your core, and start to float your knees up off the mat. Keep drawing the tummy in, lower abdomen. Try to spread across your shoulders. Keep that nice long line. With your eyes, look forwards just over the top of your mat. And we're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees down. Okay, sitting back towards your heels, fingertips pointing forwards, spread your fingers wide apart, and we're going to do some exercises for our wrists. So from here, we're going to gently start to rock forwards and back. So again, only take it to where you feel the stretch, and then slowly rocking back. Fingertips are pointing forwards on it. One more time. Okay, from here we're going to turn our hands out, so our fingertips are pointing towards the side of the mat. And then same movement, gently rocking forwards and back. See if you can spread your fingers a little bit wider apart. Now again, arms straight or micro bend in the elbows is perfect. Whatever feels good this morning. One more time. Okay, this time we're going to turn our hands so our fingertips point towards each other. Again, we're looking for that spread. And then when you're ready, gently start to rock forwards and back again. Moving with your breath. This time we're going to turn our hands in, rotate even more. Imagine you're rounding your shoulders forward. See if you can point your fingertips back towards your knees. Now again, if it's too much, you can stay with your hands facing towards each other. And then again, gently rocking forwards and back. Last one. We're going to turn our hands all the way around. Hands facing down. And this time our wrists are pointing forwards. Now you can hold here, feeling a stretch here, or if you like, you can slowly start to rock forwards and back. Opening up into our wrists and our forearms, working through all the different angles. Okay, back to neutral. So hands underneath your shoulders, fingers spread wide apart. Round 2 of our floating tables. Toes are tucked under. Draw your tummy in. Upper back, shoulders spread. Inhale and float your knees up off the mat. And we're going to hold here, about an inch or so off the mat. Engage your core. Reach back through your tailbone. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Look forwards over the top of your mat. We're holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down. Okay, we're going to repeat that sequence for our wrists. So we'll start again. Hands pointing forwards, sitting back towards our heels, and then gently start to rock forwards and back. Changing position. Fingertips point out towards the sides of your mat, and your forearms are pointing towards each other inside of the forearms. Again, gently rocking forwards and back. It might be enough to just hold in this position. That feels good for you, or here. Next step, we're going to inner rotate the hands so the fingertips are pointing towards each other. And then again, gently rocking forwards and back. Now, if you can, as much as you can, try to inner rotate all the way so the fingertips point back towards your knees. Now here, we still try to work on spreading our fingers wide apart. Again, you might have to be able to bring the fingers all the way around, but just take it to where it feels good for you. Maybe give a slight bend in the elbow as you rock forwards and back. Coming back to neutral, we're going to turn our hands all the way around. This time our fingertips point back towards our knees, but our forearms point forwards towards the top of our mat. Again, before we start, spread the fingers wide apart and then gently rocking forwards and back. Okay, final round of our floating table. Spread your fingers wide apart, fingertips pointing towards the top of your mat, tuck your toes under, press back through your tailbone, engage your core, tuck your tummy, and then slowly float the knees up off the mat. Shoulders spread, tummy drawn in, engage your core. We're here for 5, looking towards the top of your mat for 4, shoulders spread. Rib cage drawn in for 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, back onto our heels. We're going to go through that wrist sequence one more time. Fingers spread wide apart, pressing into your knuckles, arches, and domes. Slowly start to rock forwards. Rocking forwards and back. We'll do 3 times in each position. Turn our hands so our fingertips are towards the side of our mat. Same movement, rocking forwards and back. As comfortable, you can let your toes lift up off the mat. Inner rotating, so the fingertips are pointing towards each other. Remember, keep that spread and keep those arches and domes. So gripping the mat, the knuckles and the palms of your hands pressing down into the mat, and your fingertips gripping the mat. So use the same hand position, whatever position our hands are on the mat. And we turn. Inner rotating all the way around. So our elbow creases are pointing back, our shoulders are inner rotated. And again, we're rocking forwards and back. Maybe in this round, you find you're able to go a little bit deeper. Again, it should be a nice, gentle stretch. 3. And we're going to turn the hands, forearms pointing forwards, fingertips pointing back towards your knees, and then gently again, rock forwards and back. So here where you rock forwards and back, as much as you can, try to keep the heel of your hand pressing down into the mat. We're here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Perfect. From here, take your knees as wide as the mat, big toes touching. Sit back onto your heels and extend your arms out in front. Let your forehead touch the mat. And we're coming back into our breath. On your inhales, imagine spreading your shoulders, let your chest sink down. And then on your inhales, lengthen a little bit back more through your tailbone. So you want enough space with your knees apart so that your rib cage can fit inside. Okay, and then from here we're going to press back up. Okay, we're going to take a step forwards from our floating table. And we're going to bring it up into a plank pose. So extend your left leg back, toes tucked under. Extend your right leg back, toes tucked under. Feet are about hip width apart. We want one strong line. Now here in plank pose, engage the muscles of your legs. Press back through your heels. Draw your tummy in. Spread your shoulder blades. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down. Take your knees as wide as the mat. Big toes touch. Sit back onto your heels. Okay, from this child's pose this time, we're going to start to walk our hands across to the right side of our mat. So gently walking the hands across. Spread your fingers wide apart. And now as you breathe, take a breath into your left side body. Feeling the side muscles, intercostal muscles, hold up along the side of your lats. Steady breath. Walking the hands back to center. We're going to come up onto our knees again. And then from here, we're going to press back onto our heels. Bring your left foot forwards. And then turn your left toes out towards the side of your mat. We're going to fall onto the outstep of your right leg. Engage your core. And we're coming up into an assisted side plank. Now here in our assisted side plank, think about length. We're lengthening forwards through the crown of our head. And we're lengthening back to our tailbone. Feel the muscles of your side body turn on. We're here for 5, 4, engage your core, 3, belly button in, 2, and 1. Drop the back knee down. Knees as wide as the mat. We're coming back into a child's pose, big toes touching. From here, start to walk your hands across to the left side of your mat this time. Reach through your fingertips. Feel that stretch up along your right side body. As you breathe in, your rib cage inflates. Feel the stretch out through that right side. Your costal muscles, rib cage, lats up towards your armpits. On your exhale, sinking your bum towards your heel. Okay, from here we walk our hands back to center. Coming back up onto all fours. Let's step the right leg forwards. And then turn our right toes so our right toes are pointing away from the mat. Tuck your back toes under. And then fall onto the outstep of your left foot. Inhale, lengthen forwards. And start to reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. In our assisted side plank. Again, think about lengthening forwards. Remember to use your hands, gripping the mat. Breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and we'll lower the hands down, drop the back knee down. And then from all fours, we're going to step our right foot towards our right hand. Now, first step here, back foot flat on the mat, toes pointing back. We're going to come up onto high fingertips, retract your shoulders, curl your chest forwards, imagine lengthening your spine here. So as much as you can, we're reaching our chest forwards. Our right knee is stacked over our right heel. And then from here, we're going to bring both hands on top of our right knee and slowly start to upright yourself. But try to keep your spine tall. Ribs in, tummy drawn in. Press into your knee, lengthen up. Feel the stretch on the front muscles of your back leg, on the front of your leg. Take a breath here. Next step, we're going to slowly start to inhale our left arm up into the air. And then when you're ready, we're going to slowly start to reach that left arm towards our right side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale a little bit deeper. Release that hand down, bring both hands down onto the mat. Come onto high fingertips one more time. Tuck your back toes under. And this time we're going to extend the back leg, press through your back heel. Now imagine here you're trying to pull your hips back towards center. Your right heel is pulling towards your right hip, your left toes pressing towards your left hip. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back knee down. Let's come back to all fours and we'll change sides. So bring your left foot forwards. Place it just outside of your left hand. And then we're going to work on stacking the knee over your ankle. Back foot planted flat on the mat. Bring yourself up onto high fingertips. Your back thigh inner rotates as it sinks down. Your left hip pulls in towards center. Curl your chest forwards. Imagine spreading your shoulders wide apart. We're going to hold here. When you're ready, press into your left foot. Bring both hands onto your left knee and slowly start to upright yourself. Now, think about keeping your back long here. Tummy draws in. Lengthen up through your spine. Holding here. Next step, we'll inhale our right arm up into the air. Reach up through your right fingertips. And then exhaling, slowly start to reach out towards your left side. As much as you can, keep that spine long. Try not to round your shoulders, round in your upper back. Keep yourself nice and tall. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhaling, reach a little bit deeper. One more breath. Exhaling, both hands down. Both hands inside of our left leg. We're going to tuck our back toes under. With our back toes tucked under, press back through your back heel and extend your back leg. Now here, imagine we're trying to align our hips. So both hips are in one line. Spread your shoulders, curl your chest forwards, and then press back through your right heel. Press forward through your left toes. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll drop that back knee down. Come onto all fours. And then from here, we're going to gently bring both feet towards the top of our mat. Knees bent. And we'll fold forwards. Let your head flop forwards. Press into your feet. Slowly start to unravel your spine. Vertebrae by vertebrae. All the way up to stand. Relax your shoulders down and back. Turn your palms to face forwards. We're going to do some easy modified sun salutes today. We're going to take it nice and slow. If you need a rest at any stage, take a rest in a child's pose. So standing up tall, mountain pose. Our pelvis is in a neutral position, so we're not overextending or we're not pressing our hips forwards. We're finding that nice neutral alignment. Try to spread your toes wide apart, press into the outside edges of your feet, and then grip the mat with your big toe and press into your heel. Next up, we try to keep our rib cage drawn in, our lower abdomen drawn in, and then our shoulders are spread. Turn your palms to face forwards, biceps and elbows facing forwards, and the crown of your head stacked directly over your spine. From here, inhale, take your arms out and up, palms together. Exhale, folding forwards, long back as you fold forwards. Bending your knees if you need to, fingertips towards the mat. Inhaling, look forwards, long spine. Exhaling, hands down, step back, plank. Drop your knees down. Elbow creases turn forwards, elbows hugging towards your center line. Slowly start to lower your way down onto your mat. Press into your hands, retract your shoulders, curl your chest forwards, lift up into cobra pose. Pressing back onto your knees, tuck your toes under, and lift your hips up high into the air, coming into a downward facing dog. Now here we can have our knees bent, work on aiming for that nice long spine. Lift your hips, draw your tummy in, spread your shoulders, reach your armpits out towards the sides. Check in on your head and neck, soft and loose and relaxed. Deep, steady breath. Exhaling, look forwards between your hands, returning to the front of your mat. Bending your knees, inhale, look forwards. Exhale, fold out over your legs, fold it from your head. Press into your feet. Slowly start to unravel, vertebrae by vertebrae. Sweep your arms up, palms together. Relax your arms to your side. One more round like that. Inhaling, arms out and up. Exhaling, fold forwards. Inhale, look forwards, long back. Exhale, hands down, step into plank. Drop the knees down, elbows in, lower all the way down onto your tummy. Point your feet. Retract your shoulders. Start to curl your chest forwards, cobra pose. Exhale, forehead back on the mat. Press back onto all fours. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips up into the air. Downward facing dog. Deep, steady breath. One more deep inhale here. Exhaling, look forward. Return to the top of your mat. Bringing your feet together. Inhale, come halfway up, knees bent, long spine. Exhale, fold out over your legs. Press into your feet. Remember, big toe outside edges of your feet and heel. Unravel your spine. Sweep your arms up, hands together. Relax your arms to your side, mountain pose. Okay, we're going to add on here with a sun salute B. So to begin, we're going to sit our hips down, and we're sitting down into a chair. Keep dropping the bum down. Fingertips come to the mat. So we're going to stay here in this squat. But inhale, take your hands up and press your palms together. Now here, imagine your rib cage is drawn in. And then imagine somebody's pulling your hands and lifting them higher. Exhaling, fold out over your legs. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, hands down, step into plank. Knees down, lower all the way down onto your mat. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, back onto your knees, tuck your toes under. Downward facing dog. From here, drop your left knee down. Point your left foot. Step your right foot forwards next to your right hand. Press into your right foot. Inhale, reach your arms up. Look up. Exhaling, hands to mat. Lower down onto your tummy. Inhale the cobra, shoulders squeezing together. Exhale back over your toes. Toes tucked under, downward facing dog. Drop your right knee down. Step your left foot through. Place it next to your left hand. Imagine drawing your hips towards each other. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Reach up, look up. Exhaling, hands to mat. Step onto all fours. Lower down onto the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, toes tucked under, downward facing dog. Spread your fingers, press into your knuckles. One more deep breath here. Exhaling, look forward between your hands, walk slowly forwards. Bringing your feet together at the top of your mat. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, fold out over your leg. Bend your knees, sit back. Sweep your hands up, press your palms together. Exhaling, stand up tall, mountain pose. One more round, just like that. Bend your knees, sit back. Inhale, arms up, hands together. Draw your tummy and ribs in. Reach up a little bit higher through your fingertips. Shoulders spread. Exhaling, fold out over your legs. Inhale, look forward, long back. Exhale, hands down, step into plank. Drop your knees down, lower all the way down onto your tummy. Point your feet. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Drop your left knee down. Step your right foot through, place it next to your right hand. This time, keep your back toes curled under. Inhale, sweep your hands up, reach up, look up. Exhaling, hands to mat. Coming back onto all fours, lower down onto your tummy. Inhale, cobra. Curl your chest forwards. Exhale, tuck your toes under. Downward facing dog. Okay, we're going to drop our right knee down. Step your left foot through, place it between your hands. Keep your right toes curled under this time. Inhale, sweep your hands up, reach up. Exhaling, hands to mat. Coming onto all fours, lower down onto your tummy. Point your feet. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Deep, steady breath. Armpits reach out to the side, spread your shoulders, head and neck loose and relaxed. Hips up high. Engage your upper thigh muscles. One more deep breath here. Exhale and look forwards. Return to the top of your mat. With an inhale, bend your knees, look forwards. Exhale, start to fold out over your legs. Drop your bum down. Sweep your hands up, press your palms together. Stand up tall, mountain pose. From here, we're going to do a little bit of work for our shoulders. We're going to start off with some back crawl arms. So we start by lifting our right arm up in front, thumb pointing up. Outer rotate, so our little finger is pointing back. Bring the arm back behind. Swap arms. Left arm up, little finger goes back. Thumb up, little finger back. We'll keep that movement going. Now, as much as you can, try to keep your head nice and still. And we'll change direction. Thumb down, little finger back. Warming up our shoulders. Perfect. From here, we're going to extend our arms out in front. And here we're going to work on protraction. So you're going to round your shoulders, reach forwards. And then we're going to work on retraction. Retract your shoulders, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Protraction. Retraction. Just like when we're doing our cat-cows. Protraction. Retraction, shoulder blades together. Protraction. retraction. Keeping your arms extended. This time we're going to elevate our shoulders. So shoulders come towards our ears. And then we drop our shoulder down. So shoulder depression. Elevate. Depress. Shoulder blades down. Elevate. Press. Elevate. Depress. One more time. Elevate. Depress. Perfect. From here, reach your left arm up into the air and your left hand down behind your back. If you can, try to touch the center of your shoulder blades. Now here, we want to think about our elbow coming forwards, so our tricep is pointing straight ahead. Next thing we want to think about is our rib cage. Draw your rib cage in and down. Draw your tummy in. Relax your head back. And we're going to hold here. 3, 2, 1. We'll change sides. Right arm up, reach up. Drop the right hand back behind. And then we want to turn so the back of our arm is pointing forwards. Reach up through your right elbow. Draw your rib cage in. Relax your head back. We're going to hold here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next step. Left arm, we inner rotate, so the shoulder is rolling forwards, thumb pointing down. Reach your arm behind your back, and then start to reach your fingertips up behind your back. Now, once again, think about the rib cage. It wants to flare out. Draw your ribs in, draw your tummy in, relax your head back. We're going to hold here. For 3, 2, and 1. We'll change sides. Right arm reaches out. Inner rotate the shoulder. Reach your right arm behind your back. As much as you can, bring the elbow in towards the center of your back. And reach your right fingertips up behind. Again, think about the rib cage. Rib cage is drawn in. Tummy is drawn in. Chin in neutral. And relax that down. Okay, here we're going to use that rolled up tea towel. So if you have your rolled up tea towel or your strap, and we're going to try to bind the hands behind the back. We'll start with our left arm. Left arm reaches down. Right arm from behind reaches back. Remember to inner rotate the shoulder on the right arm, outer rotate the shoulder in the top arm. And then from here, you can slowly start to walk your hands up towards each other. Remember to keep your rib cage drawn in. Maybe you can keep holding the strap. Maybe you can reach and take a bind with the hands. Whether holding the strap or your fingertips, work on keeping your rib cage in. Head is back, tummy drawn in, back of your tricep pointing forwards. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Gently release and we'll change sides. Our right arm reaching down. Our left arm reaching up. Once again, inner rotating the front shoulder, out rotating the top shoulder. Start to walk the hands back up along your back. Tricep pointing forwards. Maybe you can take your hands all the way down to bind. If not, no worries, keep holding the strap. And wherever you are, we're going to work on tricep pointing forwards, rib cage drawing in and down, tummy drawn in, head back. For 3, 2, and 1. Release out of it. Okay, we're almost there. From here, we're going to take our feet a little bit wider than our hips. And we're going to drop down into a squat. So sit your bum down. Sit your bum down. Maybe your hands are resting on your knees. Maybe you can come a little bit deeper. Maybe you can bring your elbows inside of your knees. But again, wherever you are, just try to hold it there. We're going to be here for 5 breaths. Pressing the knees away. Tuck your tailbone under. Hands come to the center of your chest. Length. Chest is lifting. Shoulder blades squeezing together. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press into your feet. Slowly come up. Release your hands. We're going to take our feet wide apart. Feet about 1 meter's distance apart. And we're going to slightly inner rotate our feet. So the outside edges of our feet are in one line. Hands on your sides. Bending your knees to begin with. Inhale, lengthen up. And exhale, start to fold forwards. Tummy's drawn in, ribs in. Folding forwards. And then bending your knees if you need to. Place your fingertips on the mat. Maybe you can take your feet a little bit wider apart if it feels comfortable. And then start to let your head sink down towards the mat. Engage your upper thigh muscles. Leaning the weight forwards. Upper body is completely relaxed. From here, inhale, look forward. Exhale, place your hands on your sides. And inhale, slowly back to stand. Okay, from here, we're going to add on a little bit. We're going to drop into a squat on our right side. So bend your right knee. Start to let your bum sink back. Now here, we can bring our hands to the center of our chest. You can place your hands on your knee. Maybe your fingertips come to the floor. You can sink a little bit deeper. You can hold here. If it feels okay, you can slowly start to lift your right toes up off the mat and sink down. Chest lifted, right knee pressing away. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Coming back, slowly to center, and we'll change sides. So to begin with, sink your bum back, left leg, left knee is bending. We might be on high fingertips. Maybe you can place your hands on your left knee, curling your chest forwards. That might be enough. If your hands do come down onto the mat, maybe you can sink a little bit deeper. If it feels okay, slowly start to lift your right toes off the mat and sink down a little bit deeper into the squat. Chest lifting, left knee pressing away from center. We're here for 3, 2, and 1 more time. Walking your hands back to center. And last time we're going to fold forwards. Let your head drop down. Walk your fingertips back so they're in line with your toes. Let your head sink towards the mat. Inhale slowly up. And then from here, slowly sink your bum down onto the mat. Legs are extended. We're going to sit up nice and tall here. Feet flexed. Come on to high fingertips. Lengthen up to the crown of your head. And then with your chest lifted, shoulders retracted, slowly start to walk your hands forward. So walk your fingertips forwards. And keep your chest lifted. Take it to where you feel the stretch and hold it there. Our feet are pointing back towards our shins. Chest up higher. We're here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Slowly come back up. This time we're going to place our right elbow inside of our right knee. Or you can place your right elbow on your right knee. And inhale, start to sweep your left arm out and over towards your right foot. Feel the stretch, you can stay here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale a little bit deeper. Inhale, lengthen. Try to keep your left tailbone seated down on the mat. Exhale a little bit deeper. Aim for that wide leg side body stretch. Take it where it feels good for you and hold it there. Deep, steady breath. Inhale slowly back. And we'll change sides. Right elbow down, left elbow down, sorry. Reach your right arm across towards that left side. Again, you might be up tall. Work on lifting the chest, sinking that right hip bone down into the mat. Or maybe you can go a little bit deeper. Again, take it to where you feel the stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling slowly back up to center. We'll bring our legs together. Extend your legs long. And then slowly lower down onto your back. Bring your heels in towards your bum. We're going to cross our right knee over our left knee. Take your left foot a little bit towards the right side. And then let your knees drop out to the left side. Right shoulder. Left hip bone. Stays on the mat. Inhaling back to center. We'll change sides. Right foot planted. Cross your left leg over your right leg. Take your right foot towards the left side. And then slowly let your knees fall out to the right side. Left shoulder stays on the mat. Steady breath. Inhale slowly back up. Extend both legs long. Take your feet as wide as the mat. Extend your arms. Turn your palms to face up towards the ceiling. Closing your eyes. Do one full body scan. Toes relaxed. Feet relaxed. Ankles relaxed. Calf muscles. Front of your shin, your soleus. Knees. Hamstrings. Quad muscles. Hips relaxed. Sinking down into the mat. Lower back relaxed. Sinking down into the mat. Side body. Ribs. Chest. Upper back. Relaxed. Shoulders. Head and neck. Relaxed. Arms, elbows, forearms, wrists and fingers. Relaxed. Relax your breath. Let it fall into its own breathing pattern. Let's spend a final few moments letting everything relax into your mind. gently start to bring some movement back. Wriggling fingers, wriggling toes, bending elbows and knees. Extend your arms overhead, stretch through your fingers, point your feet, stretch through your toes, and then hug your knees in towards your chest. When you're ready, roll onto one side and press yourself back to a seated position. We'll close off our practice with 4 rounds of balanced breathing. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Placing your hands on your knees, finding a comfortable seated position. Inhale through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right on your heart, left hand on your lower abdomen, repeating silently to yourself. May this yoga practice heal and strengthen my body and mind. May this yoga practice heal and strengthen